Why are there not more people talking about the South China Sea showdown? Welcome back to the channel, bringing you the latest news from around the world. First of all, subscribe to my channel and freeze the bell like and baton for more updates. The tropical sun glistens over the South China Sea, its rays dancing across the endless blue expanse. At first glance, the scene is tranquil, almost idyllic, a paradise of calm waters and gentle breezes. But beneath the surface beauty, tension crackles, like static, in the humid air. The South China Sea is a stage for a dangerous game, where every move is watched and every gesture carries weight. Two massive China Coast Guard ships close in on a lone Philippine supply boat, their imposing hulls dwarfing the smaller vessel. Horns blare, warnings echo across the waves, and the air is thick with threat and defiance. Suddenly, a Chinese vessel veers aggressively, cutting a sharp path through the water and nearly colliding with the Philippine boat. The tension spikes. One wrong move could spark disaster. Without warning, a water cannon erupts, smashing into the Philippine deck. Windows shatter, seawater floods the deck, and the crew scrambles for cover amid chaos and confusion. This is the new normal, a high-stakes standoff that plays out again and again, with each encounter more fraught than the last. Throughout 2024 and 2025, these confrontations have become routine, yet no less dangerous. For the Philippines, it's a fight for sovereignty and survival. For China, a show of power and a bid to assert its historical claim. Each side stands firm, unwilling to back down. Every confrontation is a message. China enforces its will with force and intimidation, while the Philippines refuses to yield, determined to defend its rights and territory. In Manila, officials document and publicize every encounter, turning what might seem a regional struggle into a global test of principles, sovereignty, and international law. The courage of Filipino sailors has become a symbol of resistance against overwhelming odds, a testament to their determination to stand firm, no matter the cost. In August 2023, China released a new map, now with a 10-dash line, adding an extra dash to its previous 9-dash line. This new map claims nearly the entire South China Sea, a region rich in resources and strategic importance. This sweeping boundary overlaps the exclusive economic zones of the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Brunei, creating significant geopolitical tension. China's claim isn't based on international law, but on historical rights, bolstered by artificial islands and military outposts, which serve as physical assertions of their claims. In 2024, China published coordinates for Scarborough Shoal, deepening its legal pretext for control and further complicating the territorial disputes. The 10-dash line justifies constant patrols and intimidation, aiming to normalize China's claims through repetition and presence. This strategy blatantly ignores the 2016 Hague ruling, which invalidated China's claims under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS. For Southeast Asia, the map is an existential threat, an attempt to seize territory and resources impacting the livelihoods of millions. It's a line drawn in ink, enforced with steel, symbolizing China's unyielding stance and the potential for conflict. The Philippines has fought back with law and narrative. Manila immediately rejected China's map, citing the 2016 Arbitral Award as its legal foundation. By naming its waters the West Philippine Sea, the Philippines asserts sovereignty and reframes the narrative. President Marcos Jr. has embraced transparency, embedding journalists on missions to expose China's tactics. Dramatic footage has rallied international support. Over 28 countries now back the 2016 ruling. Despite blockades, every Philippine resupply mission has succeeded. The Philippines proves that conviction, law, and storytelling can counter brute force. The South China Sea is a global artery. 1/3 of world shipping, trillions in trade, pass through these waters. Disruption here would ripple across the world economy. Beneath the waves, rich fisheries and untapped oil and gas, vital for millions' livelihoods and national energy security. For China, control means naval dominance. For the US and allies, it's about keeping sea lanes open. China's artificial islands are seen as unsinkable fortresses, challenging US power. The conflict is a test. Will international law or raw power decide the future? The answer will shape how global commons are managed in the 21st century. The world is watching. The divide between China and the Philippines is as much about story as territory. China sees its claim as historical justice, citing ancient maps and national pride. Beijing views Manila's actions as US-backed provocation, dismissing the 2016 ruling as foreign interference. For the Philippines, it's a David versus Goliath fight. sovereignty defined by UNCLOS, not dynastic history. The 2016 award is law, China's 10-dash line an illegal overreach. Every water cannon and blockade is seen as bullying, every patrol an act of rightful defense. The Philippines frames its struggle as a stand for a rules-based order. In this narrative, China is the regional bully, the Philippines the principal defender. As 2025 draws to a close, the South China Sea has become more volatile and unpredictable than ever before. The region, already a flashpoint for global tensions, now simmers with the constant threat of escalation. China's campaign of intimidation hasn't stopped its neighbors from asserting their rights, but the atmosphere is razor-sharp, with every encounter carrying the risk of confrontation. Violent incidents, like the 2024 boarding injury that shocked the region, threaten to spiral out of control, raising the specter of a wider conflict and activating U.S. treaty obligations. In response, the Philippines has forged new and stronger alliances with the U.S., Japan, Australia, and other regional partners, creating a powerful network designed to counter China's assertive moves and ensure freedom of navigation. The risk of miscalculation is dangerously high, as dozens of vessels operate in close quarters, with aggressive maneuvers and brinkmanship escalating tensions on a daily basis. The central question remains, will China double down on its claims and tactics, or will mounting global pushback and diplomatic pressure force a turn toward negotiation and compromise? The struggle has evolved into a war of maps and names, China's 10-dash line clashing with the West Philippine Sea, each side fighting for legitimacy and recognition on the world stage. The outcome of this contest is being written in every tense standoff, every new alliance, and every ship that dares to sail these fiercely contested waters, shaping the future of the region and the world.